Welcome to another episode of. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why I got this up there. Boom. All right, let me take that off. Welcome to another episode of Talking Crazy, man. Talking Crazy. I should have changed the title. Um, Let me change the title real quick, man. Edit title. You know what? No need to change title. No need to change the title, man. Welcome to Talking Crazy, man. Oh, this is a wasn't planned. This one wasn't planned. This one wasn't planned. I had something else that we was gonna talk about, but since shit happened, man, that guy Charlie Kirk. Oh my goodness, this is bananas, man. This is bananas. Wow. Let's go. Let's check it out, man. Let's check it out. Let's find out what's going on with this. Man, this is nuts. Yeah, this is crazy. And I'm starting to see a lot of people say, "Oh, he deserves it." But come on now, come on, guys. Like you're gonna say who deserved to die is crazy. You know what I mean? That part is real crazy. So let's check out a lot. I'm gonna go back on this clip right here. This clip is crazy. Where I'm at with it. Where I'm at with it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let's see what's going on. All right.
Mason, Commissioner for the Utah Department of Public Safety. Today at approximately 12:20 Mountain Standard Time, political influencer Charlie Kirk was shot in an event at the Utah Valley University. He was taken by private vehicle to Timpanogos Hospital, where he later passed. The Utah Department of Public Safety will be co-leading this criminal investigation to find this killer, along with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We're working in unison with the county sheriff's office, the local police department, and the university police department, all of which have been very cooperative.
So, as you're about to hear, they have not caught. They have not caught the shooter. It was a professional person, man. Somebody who trained a trained assassin. There's no way they can pull that off if you're not a trained assassin. Like that was a perfect shot. Crazy, man. Crazy. Today's time, like, even though shit like this happened before, shit like this happened plenty of times before, but it's just crazy to see it because normally stuff like this doesn't happen. They have security, but lately security ain't been doing their job. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. You know, was Trump's a test run? Like this is what I'm saying. Like this is crazy, man. What's going on with these people? What's going on with these people, man? I'm not knowing. I'm not understanding. Security, they gotta do better with the security, man.
And fully engaged in this process. Shortly after the shooting, we did have a suspect in custody, George Zinn, but he was released from custody after we identified that he did not match the shooting suspect and was not an accurate person of interest. However, he has been booked into the county jail by Utah Valley University Police Department for obstruction of justice. We do still have an active investigation for the person of interest. This incident occurred with a large crowd around.
So what happens is they arrested the wrong person. What I'm assuming is they think he was some type of decoy or something of the nature. Okay, so they arrested him and they're gonna keep him just in case he got some type of information, and they might be able to get it out of him. You know what I mean? If you tell a motherfucker, hey, you getting the death penalty, they might talk. You know what I mean? So that's probably why they're gonna keep him. And if they can't get nothing out of him, they'll let him go. You know, so I don't think they're gonna find this person because here's the problem. Again, this had to have been a professional, trained person. You know what I mean? A combat person. Had to be.
There was one shot fired and one victim. While the suspect is at large, we believe this was a targeted attack towards one individual.
Duh, motherfucker.
This is a tragic moment in our state and in our country. As we heal, we encourage everyone who's struggling with news of the incident.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. Chris, what he do though, man?
Crisis line. In addition to that,
it's a crazy world.
We'll also be discussing other ways we can communicate through the public for tips and other information. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the FBI, we extend our sincerest condolences to the family and friends. Special agents and personnel from the Salt Lake Field Office responded immediately. We have full resources devoted.
To infringe on those rights has no place here. We do not condone any form of violence at UVU.
For sure, it was a train itself. Yeah, it's no way any regular person is able to do it. It was a direct shot and it hit the right place. It hit the right place. The shooter was on a route 200 yards away. Probably again, the way that shot went off and hit him in the right place. So, because they knew, all right, we hit him here. Is no way he gonna make it. Like they knew what they were doing. Like they knew what they were doing. Unless they watch hours of YouTube, I'm not too sure, man. Unless they watch hours of YouTube, there's no other way. And this is crazy. And the fact that you got people saying he deserved it, and I don't care what he said. Nobody deserves to get shot, man. I don't. I've seen him a few times on a few shows saying crazy stuff. Not too crazy, you know what I mean? He's not the only person that believed that, is what I'm saying. So it is what it is, man. Let me see if we can find the actual. I don't know. Let's just see if we can find the actual shit, though, man. Let's see if I can find the actual. Let's see if we can find the actual shot. I'm pretty sure YouTube ain't gonna have it on there. Nope. All right. Do you guys know if you got watch history on there? This isn't a Call of Duty killer. We dealing with them with folks kill shot from from 200 meters is Christ. But nah, you right, man. This is some real deal trained person. I watched enough Scandal to understand what's going on here, man. Let me see if I can find the watch history on Instagram, man. See if I can find my watch history on Instagram. More settings. Yeah, let's go. Oh no, let's go back to your activity. Likes, comments, reviews. It don't do watch history. I definitely like that picture for sure. My bad, yeah. Account history. Let's see who we got here. Photos, videos. Those interactions. I guess you can't do watch history on because I'll find the video so we can watch it. Even though it's graphic content, I'll find the video so we can watch it. If I can find my watch history, account, close friends, block, messages, comments, story, location, ooh, accessibility. Fuck it. Guess I can't. I guess I can't. Guess I won't. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Spill is saying they have the shooter in custody now. Oh, they saying they got the shooter in custody. Let's see if I can find that. Let's see if I can find that. Live. I hit live. Did I hit live? Who's live? Which one of these guys are live? No, that's not it. That's Associated Press. Here we go, live. Oh man, everybody that's live ain't talking shit, nothing. Uh, this is crazy. All right, I'm about to go to the live news in a minute, man. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm on YouTube right now, so I'm gonna just go to live news. I got to log into my shit, man. I'm gonna go to live news real quick.
Over the last 10 years, counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
Matter of fact, before I do that, let me do this. Before I do that, let me do this.
Too many. You know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
My bad, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna find this video for y'all though. All right, let me find that shit. All right, I found it. All right. There's audio of the arrest apparently. Hold on. I found the video. Hold on, guys. Oh shit. Goddamn. That is crazy. Sad day. Again, I don't. Yeah, that's That's a train assassin. Look how he got hit. Yeah, just that angle is crazy. Wow. Yeah, that's a train assassin. Whoa, that is wild. Yeah. I don't know how they did that. I don't know how. I have no clue. That is crazy. Let's go check out the news though, man. Wow. 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 Oh my God. That's pretty bad, man. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Shit, I might have to pay my bill. I have to pay my bill. Gotta pay your bills. And maybe we can chill. I don't think. Oh, that's the wrong shit. All right, that's why. All right. Sling, sign in, boom. There we go. All right. Let's just type in C. Let's do Fox. We want to do Fox. What we want to do, Fox? Oh no, no, that's Fox TV. That's not Fox. We want to do Fox News. Yeah. This is crazy, yo. He's not dead. Don't believe the hype. Shit. I mean, you seen the way he was leaking. There's no way he alive after that. But if he made it, he made it, man. If he made it, he made it. Oh, I see what they got. I can't. I can't show it because it's live TV. Ah, damn. Can y'all hear it though? It, it really don't matter if y'all can hear it. Y'all can hear it. We can't see that stuff because I ain't think about it. That's you can't play live TV on the motherfucker. I ain't even think about that, man. Crazy. Okay, so here's the audio. Let's see if we hear the audio. Let's see if we get the audio of this shit, man. Uh, see if we get the audio.
Saying him perhaps prematurely, but all police and other coverage has referred to this as a male wearing blue jeans and many people that took some major internet problems here. Utah Valley University, some more
Other victims?
none. It's just Charlie.
Break all incoming units. You guys can cancel. We just have the one victim.
Not just the one, just the target, right? Now, here we have Republican Governor Spencer Cox of Utah saying that taking Charlie Kirk's life was, in fact, a political attack. It reminds viewers that Utah has the death penalty.
This is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation.
This.
The first one of those is life. That's what he does. Make it crystal clear.
And in my cool it out, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Crazy shit. Crazy day in the world. Like I said, I watch enough Scandal. I know that's a TV show, but y'all gotta understand that shit pulls from real life and real life scenarios, you know. And to SLR Brandon, shouts out to you. To your point on Scandal, somebody did get the president did get shot on Scandal, and he was still alive. But he's not a president, and apparently he wasn't important enough to secure the area. So that's what I'm saying. And then he got hit somewhere where they hit him right in the neck because they knew he'd bleed out quick. Like they knew he would bleed out. Like, even though shooting somebody in the head might, you know what I mean? But there's a chance they might survive because it might not go all the way through. It might, but shooting them, it's crazy, man. This shit crazy. Let's see. Underway, manhunt underway. Let's see if we can find that full audio. Oh shit. That is crazy, man. Oh man. Let's see what other kind of news they got.
That they had someone in custody. A couple hours later, we heard the school walk that back, saying, we actually don't have someone in custody. And then, as we mentioned, the latest briefing from officials around 6:30, they said that there was that person of interest. And at last check, that person of interest is now let go after an interrogation. Now, we should mention that there have been some videos circulating showing an elderly man wearing either a blue shirt, blue sweater of sorts, who was being detained and arrested. That is a separate person. We're told that person is not being looked at in connection to the shooting, but apparently that person has been booked for obstruction of justice. That man's name, according to authorities, is George Zinn. And essentially in the hours since, we've had an outpouring of reaction from both sides of the aisle. We mentioned this before many times during the stream tonight. Utah Governor Spencer Cox has described this incident as a political...
Or they could have the right person. If you're a trained person like that, man, boom, bang, boom. Hey, now I'm going to hold it. They switch clothes, go out there, do his thing. You booked me for this. It couldn't have been him because it came from this way. Man, it's so many scenarios with this, man. This is crazy. This one thing about politics, man, what you say can get you hurt. What you do can get you hurt. Whether that's the everyday people could try to hurt you, but the people you're in with, the people that you work with, the people that you run for, the party that you're in, these people could try to knock you down. The other party could try to knock you down. So this could have came from anybody. Because one thing about something, I don't know what he was doing. I'm not really a follower of this guy, so I don't really know too much of what he was trying to do or what he wanted to do. But I do know he said a lot of controversial things. I know he said a lot of controversial things, but here's the thing. When you're able to make some type of change and people don't want that change, they will take you out. As simple as that. They will take you out. When you're able to change something, they will take you out. Simple as that, man. Simple as that.
Political assassination. Of course, the authorities not knowing who the shooter is at this point that we know of,
they're not gonna know.
or really know their
They're never gonna
motivations,
know.
but just knowing the type of figure and the platform that Charlie Kirk had, really drawing the conclusion that he was likely targeted, they say, because of his influence and his voice.
I mean, they keep saying he was likely targeted. He was the only person targeted. Like, he was the person hit. That was the person they was aiming for. They got him on the side that they was on. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
In the political sphere, both sides of the aisle reflecting now on the state of the country, the state of political violence in the country, knowing that this is just the very latest in many political violence situations that we've seen. Not
political violence, it is, but I feel like I feel like, me personally, I think this is political on political violence. Like, you know how they be like black on black crime, even though when white people kill white people, they don't say white on white crime. But what I'm saying is, because majority of white people hurt white people. That's just how I go. When Asian people normally is another Asian person, when it's normally each other who's hurting each other. All right, but listen, what I'm saying is, this was a political. This had to be because that is somebody. What are them people? You know, the government trained people, the CIA, what's the other shit called? What's the other shit? CIA. What's the other shit? Whatever, them spies and all that shit, man. These motherfuckers is trained assassins and killers and all that type shit, man. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. That was a professional hit. Hey, go take them out for me. That's how I felt. I could be wrong, but I definitely think I'm right. Again, I watched enough Scandal to know.
just this year, but in recent years. This happened today, but we talked about this early in the stream, how back in June in Minnesota, there was a state representative who was gunned down alongside her husband. There was an attempted assassination of another lawmaker there in Minnesota. We know then candidate Donald Trump, escaped an assassination attempt during a rally in Pennsylvania. We hear a lot of lawmakers tonight talking about their concerns.
I mean, it shouldn't be too many concerns. Just have more security. Go check the roof. It doesn't just be better at securing the perimeters. You know, they've been securing perimeters for years straight. Like, you rarely had anything like this happen. Then in the last 2-3 years, here comes the shit. Everybody just secure. Everybody got laxated, and people are slipping on their jobs, man. That's all to it.
With just the climate in the country right now. We actually heard from South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace today, talking about how she's calling for more security. She's supposed to have a meeting, she says, with the sergeant at arms to speak about what they can do to heighten security for lawmakers, in the Capitol, because she said today she, quite frankly, had to send her staff home because they were just fearful. They felt like their lives were at risk. So this is something that she said.
That makes sense. It makes sense for people to be scared, but I think they got the people person that they wanted to get, and it's over. Unless somebody else, I'm not too sure. Again, I'm not the best person because I didn't really follow the guy like that. So I knew who he was. I seen some of his videos. I seen some of the stuff he said. Uh, but other than that, no, I didn't know him like that. So I'm really doubtful that it was some angry person, regular person who went crazy. I'm pretty sure it was a hit, man. A real trained person, man. Let's see. Let's see what this guy say, man. Oh man, this is crazy, yo. What's y'all thoughts, man? What's y'all thoughts?
Joins me now. He was a witness to the shooting. Christian, I'm very, very sorry. You saw what you saw. You experienced what you experienced. I am appreciative that you're willing to discuss it. Can you tell me what happened?
Certainly, yes. I attended the event with my 17-year-old son, Ryder Overton, this afternoon. We got there about an hour early and had found some what we thought were good seats. It wasn't until shortly after that we moved down to the fence and were allowed to sit just off from the stage where he presented. Everything went as planned. He actually even came out and handed my son, a couple of hats. So it was a wonderful, wonderful gesture, and we were excited. And after about the second question that was asked is about the time we heard the shot, I diverted to look up just for a second to see where the sound had come from, and then seconds later witnessed Charlie with a hole in his neck and bleeding. It was at that time we laid down on the ground, not knowing what, or how many shots might follow. At that point, it was just a matter of trying to get out of the gates and go to a safe place.
How does this land on your heart, Mr. Overton?
Very heavily. I, as well as Ryder, my son, we're both big Charlie Kirk supporters. It hits home.
Yeah, that's crazy, cuz. So if y'all didn't see it, we can see it again. Hold on, guys. I'll show it again for you guys, man, who ain't see it, man. This is nuts, man. Not wrong shit, but right shit. Damn. They literally took him out, okay? That's crazy that they took him out like that. Let me see this again. Oh yeah, nah. That's crazy, man. That's wild. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Let's let me find some clips of this guy, man. See kind of stuff he was talking about. They got somebody already made the best moments of 2024. Let's check them out, man. God damn. That's how people do. Man.
My name's Erin. I'm a really big fan, and I'm really excited to see both of you. I'm a little stressed because I feel like I could ask about, gun violence. I could ask about anti-Semitism on campus. But I feel like with an opportunity like this, I would really appreciate some personal advice. I'm here at the University of Pittsburgh as a social work major, and I'm really passionate about it. However, I have found that I'm leaning a little bit more Republican, and I feel like I come at a standstill with that. And I really just want to get your advice moving forward for myself. There's some obvious things I think you can think that would come. My personal focus is on the children in underprivileged communities, because I personally feel like they don't choose to be put in that position. But I'm having a little bit of a difficult time empathizing with the older generation of underprivileged, and not in every community, but I don't know how to not sound bad. I know you are great at not sounding bad when you say stuff, but I don't want to say something that'll get me in trouble.
Well, here's one way to look at it. And Charlie, that was helpful, actually. The Great Society from Lyndon Johnson. It was a series of policies that were designed to help underprivileged communities.
Right position, but I'm having a little bit of a difficult.
And that's why the Democrat Party and social work are.
Obviously, I guess that's kind
I'm
of.
trying to get to it. I don't really want to hear the whole shit.
Republican aspiring social worker.
All right, what y'all was talking about?
What would conflict?
I don't know, like how to say it properly.
I think I can help. The social work industry is very much about.
Yeah, that's a fact.
A perspective generally of that people in poverty are there permanently, and not trying to break people out of poverty into the middle class or higher levels.
Not the puppies.
And that's why the Democrat Party and social work are very intertwined.
Right, exactly.
They view poverty not as a series of choices, but as a station in life that is immovable largely.
Right.
Is that fair to say?
That is fair to say. That's why my personal focus is on the children in underprivileged communities, because I personally feel like
I don't think she should. I think she shouldn't be in social work. I don't think she should be in social work. Now there is a lot of people who are in poverty and are not trying to really help themselves. I'm not gonna say that, like she said, the kids, but what she just shouldn't be in social work. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of people who are not mentally able to do what a lot of things. They have. That's number one. They have to understand. It's a lot of functioning. It's a lot of functioning, disabled, mentally disabled people. What I mean by you may never know that is a mental problem with them, but they have a mental problem. So I think sometimes it's more of a mental thing, and they need more of mental help. Where she's not going to understand that, so she doesn't need to be in social work. That's what I would have told her. But he's also right.
they don't choose to be put in that position. But I'm having a little bit of a difficult time empathizing with the older generation of underprivileged, and not in every community, but
jail, less likely to end up in poverty, more likely to graduate from high school. So one of the ways that, if you're asking for advice, I would say for the people around you, even who might lean left, you can recognize jail, less likely to end up in a series of policies that were designed to help underprivileged communities.
Right.
They hurt the very people they were supposed to help.
How?
Well, the reality is it created dependence on government. So you have a lot.
No, that's true.
A lot of single mothers, for example, that are paid more money not to have a man in the house.
No, that's true.
Than to have a man in the house because of the way the math of these aid programs
What do you
work.
mean?
Well, often the way the math of the aid is calculated is if you have an earning husband in the household, that actually causes you to disqualify for forms of federal aid that were designed to help you.
Right.
But actually, the best way to get kids in your own household ahead is in a two-parent household, because if you're raised in a two-parent household, you're less likely to end up in jail, less likely to end up in poverty, more likely to graduate from high school. So
now, majority of what you said was true. Now, if you come from a two-parent home, you're more likely not to go to jail is not true. It's a lot of kids, rich kids with both parents, that go to jail all the time. It just is what it is. You know, they just happen to be able to get out because they have more money. So, but majority of what he said was right. Let's move on to the next.
You're asking for.
It wasn't lack of housing, lack of food stamps. It was that their value system was one.
And here's why I'ma say that most people probably didn't like him is because of his views, and it sounds like he's just talking about one community or two communities. I'll say two communities, but we have to. I think the problem comes in that when you think about underprivileged or poor areas and urban areas, you think of more of a black area, more Hispanic people, but it's all around. It's more than just those people. It's white people. It's whoever's in that area. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different people. But when people say stuff, we tend to think of just one type of person. You know what I mean? I know of majority of the people I knew on welfare, and I knew a lot of people on welfare. So, but majority of those people that got a lot of money out of food stamps and stuff, they were white. I just wanted y'all to know that. But I can see how people take this as them being racist. I don't think they're racist. I just said that girl shouldn't work, but she's learning. I just don't think that's something that can be taught at school. Social work is not something that can. I don't think so, me personally, because again, she's saying she's willing to help the kids, but not the adults. Sometimes the majority of those adults are, again, disabled or mentally disabled, and they're functioning. So it seems like they're okay, but they're not okay. And I want you. That's just my opinion. You know. Let's keep going.
On that kept them poor. So yeah, really quick, then I want to get to the next question.
I'm just struggling because in all of my social work classes right now, they're talking about all of those things. And
they're wrong.
So what do I do? I'm trying to learn about what I want to do.
I think you need to stay in social work because you're called to do it. But there's an amazing amount of literature from Thomas Sowell to Shelby Steele to Theodore Dalrymple that get down to actual root causes of poverty, which is not lack of stuff, but is worldview. And I think that'd be super helpful.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Trump 2024.
Yes, that you want a hat? Thank you. Yes, great. Thank you. According to the way that the asylum laws are written, the entire nation of
Boy, that
Mexico
speaker
lies
goddamn
under
sound like somebody was
Do you
opening it.
think that
I was like,
you
hey,
have a right
yo.
to immigrate to America? Is diversity and inclusion really an American ideal?
I knew you
Are
were-
you okay with deporting every illegal person that's here? Do you think that the American government should first have a obligation to citizens before foreigners? Nobody is asking these questions. We're just saying, if you want to come in, you can come in. Do you see anything wrong with, I don't know, taking in 5% of the population of Haiti? If someone comes into your dorm room uninvited and they do the dishes and laundry, they can stay?
If I'm not gonna do my own dishes, heck yeah. Hi. All right.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm gonna start off by saying I'm a political science student. I'm a second year here at K-State. And I'm a first generation student.
Try to turn it up a little
Turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, perfect. Great. Thank you. And what's your name
Perfect.
again?
Alondra
Nice to meet
Alvarez. Yeah. So I just had a question because you talk a lot about like protecting and securing our southern borders. But as
I'm not here to like insult your grandpa, right? But
yeah.
but I we must be very clear that the type of immigration that we support is when you follow our rules and you come on our terms, and that you do not break into a country.
It's funny. It's funny. I do agree. But listen, it's always funny when I heard people. How can I say this? Talk about people coming over here illegally when I know like generations before them, their people came over here illegally. And if their people didn't come over here illegally, then they wouldn't be here. So that's even to our president, right? That's even to our president. Yeah, I think you should do it the right way and come over here. I do think that. So don't. I do think so. But it's just funny when I heard people who came to a country, which they didn't do it, their ancestors did it. So when they came to a country that didn't belong to them, switched the whole history, like literally wiped out the whole history. Literally wiped out the whole history. And then decided that this is their land. You know, and now you're telling us about who shouldn't be here legally or illegal. That's just how I feel. I'm just keeping it real. If we want to really keep it real, that means if you're going to deport people whose parents didn't come over here legally, but they're here, I don't know if that's how that's going, then that means all of you guys should go. Because I'm pretty sure if we got the original history back, a lot of us belong here, and we're already here. Even with they brung us over here on a slave ships that weren't even built yet, but they brung us over here in those big ass ships that weren't even ready yet. Oh my God. All right. Facts. Right. Um, and I don't know if he's part of the. I don't want to say the word because I want to be monetized. What is it called? We'll just put three. You know, the Mouse Club. Let's just say the Mouse Club. All right. I don't know if that's his people. Just remember this: over 1 billion people were wiped out by one man. Right? Well, I guess it's multiple people, but under one man's finger pointing this way, billions of people, but somehow they're everywhere. I just wanted to say that. All right, let's get back to it. And they run everything. Hey, man, I'm just saying, man.
Uninvited, and you try to cut.
Can I add something to that? The reason why he left, and a lot of people in Mexico do, is because of the political state, especially in the 70s and 80s, when they decided to move. They have a government that isn't supportive of their constituents, and because of drug problems, their only choice was to move.
Yeah, I totally sympathize. That's not true. It's never the only choice to commit a crime, and we should not put up with it. And so it is an insult to other immigrants from Vietnam and Laos and Pakistan that have to wait decades in line to morally equivalate people that come in and just break in. Oh, I have an unstable country. Like half of the world's countries are unstable.
Yeah, but that's why we have the asylum seekers program,
which is heavily abused. And we're talking two different things. Asylum seekers and walking into the country illegally are similar but different things, right? And so we have millions of gotaways of people that we have no idea who they are. They're not declaring asylum. They just run across the border.
Well, because they can't. The system doesn't allow other people from Mexico specifically to assign themselves
to who they are the last couple of years. So look, we just have to be very clear with this, is that if you come into the country uninvited, you have committed a crime and you are a criminal. And we could decide that we're not going to enforce our laws, or we can say that when you are a criminal, you should then be punished for that crime, aka sent back to your country of origin. They came over here in 1620, fought in the revolution. My ancestors did fight for that, actually, and I'm a very thankful recipient that you have a right to immigrate to America.
I think that I didn't have a choice. My grandparents made that decision for me.
And I'm not trying to attack your grandparents, but no one has a right to go to anybody else's country. You are invited. It is a privilege, not a right, to come into America.
So it's a privilege to live a life that requires you to have clean water, clean food, clean air.
Yes, of course it is.
And you have to fight for that?
Yes, it is not.
But we didn't?
Hold on a sec. Well,
born here, we didn't fight for that?
Well, my ancestors did fight for that, actually, and I'm a very thankful recipient of many generations of Americans that fought for the greatest nation ever to exist.
By doing what? Coming here?
Well,
illegally?
What? Wait,
that's a fact.
What did my ancestors do? They
came here illegally.
They came over here in 1620, fought in the Revolutionary War, fought in the Civil War, fought in World War I.
So because my grandpa didn't come here in 1620, it gives him no right to have a good life?
He can fill out paperwork and wait in line like the rest.
Okay, so she got him there. She's saying the same shit I just said, man. He could say with his I don't know, his ancestors, whoever the fuck, he know, and we know. Well, R.I.P. to him, but he know, he know. Oh man, no, I mean, it's billion. I mean billion, billion, cuz. I mean billion, man. That's what they say. I say billion. I think. Hold on. You might. Let me make sure I'm right. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Let me make sure I'm right, man. Let me make sure I'm right, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to say. You know what I mean? Even if it's that number. Okay, let's say it's that many. How do they run in so many? If it's that many, how did they take over? Exactly, but I think it was billions, and I could have read it wrong. I could read wrong, but I think it was a billion, at least a billion people, man. Matter of fact, I think I did it on ChatGPT. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Let me hit stop sharing real quick. Remove that. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, 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 oh. So 5 to 7 million, 3 million Soviet, 18. Oh no, that's 1.82. So it's a whole bunch of these motherfuckers. Like it's a whole bunch of it. So let's add all this up, man. So we damn near at 7 million, just Soviet. 300, no, 3 million. So that's 3 million. Oh, okay. They adding it, they breaking it down. So in Poland alone, it's 3 million. 1 million. That's four right there. Hungary, Romania, Germany. Okay, it was some shit up. But either way, they finessed us. uh, I can't trace my ancestors that far back. And you ain't. They erased your history. They erased your history. They erased my history. That's what they do. Yo, cough up a lung where I'm from. Marcy, son. Ain't nothing nice. Hey, what's up, Peter? What it do, man? What's good with you, man? What's good with you, man? All right. All right, so 7 6 7 million is what they saying. So maybe I was wrong. I was wrong. That's what they said. I could have sworn I seen billion at one point. Um, I could have sworn I seen billion at one point. But either way, that's a large number of people, right? That's a large number of people. How would those people again get back together and take over again? How would they be able to do that? Is what I'm asking. Crazy shit everywhere. That's a fact. Crazy shit everywhere, man. And then apparently the evil god liked it. I don't know. It was just crazy, man. I, I All right, let's find something else because you know what I mean. Like I said, that was my opinion. But so far, the guy didn't really say he only said a few things that I disagree with. But other than that, I can't be mad at it. You know what I mean? I don't know why people was mad at him. I don't know. I have no clue. But I don't think he got shot because people were mad at him. I don't think it was a regular person who shot him. Just in case you didn't see it, we can play it again for you. Let me. We'll play it again one more time for you if you didn't see what happened. And I don't want to keep playing it, but shit. This is crazy, man. Instagram. Oh my God. That is crazy, man. Wow. That is a trained killer right there, man. Whoever did that was trained. There's no way. And they're not gonna find them. I don't think they're gonna find. If they do find them, I don't think they're gonna find them. I don't think they're gonna find the person. They're gonna get away with it because it was planned and it was a hit. It was a hit. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. All right. Well, damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What's y'all thoughts, man? They gave us many distractions and deceived us. They definitely deceived us. Tricks are tricks, man. And believe it or not, they use politics to trick you. They definitely use politics. The greatest trick of all time, and I'm gonna say this: the greatest trick of all time was civil rights movement. Right? That's the greatest trick of all time. Desegregation is the greatest trick of all time. They could not stop the black families. The amount of money were generated in these communities were crazy. Hey, somebody said, "Hey, I got an idea. Let them shop at our stores. You see how much money they make over there? They should come shop at our stores. Let them ride the bus. Let them eat at our restaurants." Yeah, Tulsa. Yep, but Tulsa won't the only state. I mean, only city. It wasn't the only city. It's whole communities underground. Is it Central Park? Where is it? Millionaires Row? Over in that area was a black community. That whole wherever that lake or water mass at over there in that area was a whole black community. You know what I mean? These people, hey man, if you think they can't take you out like they just took that guy out, or yeah, hey man, yeah, greatest trick, man. Yeah, allowing us to go over and shop everywhere else. We didn't even need to because we had everything: own bus, own restaurant, own communities, build our own places, owned our own land, uh, had everything you need, man. Had everything you need. Now we have nothing. We, and when I say we, I mean as a whole. Like a grocery store is not owned by this person. Uh, type of person. Some of them maybe a little grocery store, but major corporations are owned by the same kind of people and ran by the same kind of people. Yeah. I did, but did you know Republican Party was a all black party? It was a Republican Party was an all black party. And ownership is key. That's right. And sometimes you got to understand why people, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want to be blocked again, man. I was already shouting. I'm probably still kind of shouting, man. So I don't want to say too much because when you start saying a few things, it's like a trigger word, and certain trigger words get you shadow banned, and I'm not trying to be shadow banned. But the facts are the facts, guys. The facts are the facts. Yeah, this whole jank was supposed to be like I had a whole other topic, but this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Let's see if I can find something else for this guy. What else did he say, man? You know, I ain't mad at him.
Okay, so can we both agree? All right, so I'm gonna quote you real quick. You said if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Are you gonna do that?
The facts are the facts.
Yeah, I mean that is correct. Yeah,
that's correct. Okay, so can we both agree?
What was the context of what I said though?
What was the context? I don't even want to get into DEI because your opinion on DEI it doesn't really help it in this case. So, if the context between what you brought up was that you believe that
because they were being hired because they were black.
Okay, so can we both agree that every single pilot, whether black, white, whoever, has to go through FAA certification?
No, actually,
we can't.
New lawsuit shows that black pilots and female pilots have the standards being relaxed.
No, sir. Can we agree at the time of February 29th or 2023 when you said it at the time? No.
No, actually, I said it. That's why you don't know the context. Is that new lawsuits were showing that they were relaxing the standards for air traffic control and pilots in order to meet the standards.
The context of that was diversity, equity, and inclusion. What does that have to do with hiring?
Everything. DEI definitionally is that we will hire more of a race versus a different race. So, for example, United Airlines said that they want 50% of their new pilots to either be women or black. Okay. Currently, just so you understand, it's like 8%. So they want to go from 8% to 50%.
Okay.
And every time DEI is implemented, every single time, the lowering of standards occurs. Every single time.
Lowering of standards?
Okay. So DEI. The DEI benefit. Now, DEI really benefited in large numbers white women. DEI benefited white women the most. It is what it is, man.
Correct. So can I prove it to you? We both want excellence, right?
Okay.
If you and I said, hey, we want 50% of the new people going in the NBA are white.
Okay.
Would the NBA drop in its standard?
No.
No.
The National Basketball
League? No, if we said 50%, if we say
50% of the NBA drops and it was only white.
No, I said
would the standard go down?
I'm not hearing what I'm saying. If 50% of all new people going in the NBA were white, by decree, would the quality of play of the NBA decrease?
Would the quality of play in the NBA decrease?
Yeah.
No, if they're the same standard of basketball play.
Hold on, let's talk realistic.
Well, what are you saying realistically? You're asking me if
75% of the NBA is black. 75%.
So does that mean white players are less better, or does that mean
whites are not as good at basketball as blacks?
I mean, we got some big.
Everybody, calm down.
We got some big exceptions. I mean, we're very proud of Larry Bird. Okay.
No, he's good. He's good.
We're very proud of Luka and Nikola. However, the point being, let's implement DEI in the NBA.
Okay.
If all of a sudden 50% of all the players have to be white, which means they have to say no to otherwise good black.
I mean, that's. Now, I do not think I don't know. I don't know if it'll go down. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it'll go down because if you're a good player, you're a good player. But what he's saying is they're not good players, and if they get drafted. But here's the thing: it's a lot of good players that wasn't good that got drafted, and they were white. So I don't know. I don't think it's the same thing. But again, DEI really helped in numbers largely white women. Hey man, all you gotta do is look it up. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Look it up. Let's finish watching this though.
Players.
There was a time where this happened, right?
Well, no, I of course, and the league wasn't as good. That's the point.
No, you understand that there was a time where the exclusion of African American players was in the NBA, right?
No, for sure. I acknowledge that. And the league got better as blacks were allowed in.
Did it get better, or did we just integrate ourselves in?
Well, hold on. No, but wait.
The players in the league averages around that time weren't worse. We just got better.
Hold on. Do you actually think that? Why is it that 75% of the NBA is black
right now?
Yeah.
I mean, well, it was a certain point around 1965
why
where
is
a
it?
law
Answer the
passed
question.
where we can actually.
Why is it that 75% of the NBA is black?
Because we integrated into the league.
No, because the best players are allowed to play in the NBA.
Well, actually, the best players in the NBA are European born.
Well,
they're not even African American.
I mean, a couple of them are. As I said, we're very proud.
No, we're very integrated within sports, but what does that prove?
That proves that the NBA is not built on DEI; it's built on excellence.
The NBA isn't proof. So when you mention DEI, you're now saying that it's.
You obviously don't know what DEI is. DEI.
How I know what DEI is. If you're not giving me a proper explanation.
DEI
on what
is
it is.
racial quotas.
Racial quotas.
Yes. You've never heard of DEI before. So do you know what a racial quota is? You have to have a certain amount of a certain race. That is what United Airlines did. Mm-hmm. We must get to 50% of our pilots to be black or women. Okay. Therefore, if the NBA said 50% of our players have to be white, I guarantee you we could try to get as many Serbs and Croats as possible. It's not going to make the NBA the best league. Instead, the NBA has a policy of which the NBA and the FAA and the United Airlines should have the same policy. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It matters how good you are at what you do. So excellence matters.
Wait. Okay. So what you're saying is, everybody's good? So what you're saying is the NBA
is a great example
of. No, it's a bad example because in the example that I gave you, I said when you say a black or female pilot might be less qualified because of DEI, what you're implying is that they didn't earn their spot.
Correct. They didn't because that's what DEI does.
That's your reply?
Because you're there because of the quota, not because of excellence.
Yeah, I think all jobs should be best who's best qualified. I do think that if you're best qualified, Now, DEI, I think people benefit for hiring people, right? They get benefits for hiring diversity in their company, which was supposed to take care of a little bit of racism, but you cannot take away. I know it's 2025 and people believe that racism is over, but racism is never over because here's the problem. It's not people. People can be racist all they want. People can be racist all they want. That's not going to hurt anybody. I mean, unless they actually hurt somebody. People can say racist things all they want. That's not going to hurt anybody. Racism is not a person. Racism is a system. So the system has not changed. So it's still racism. Okay.
DEI give you the opportunity because of who you are, or does it open up access?
No, it gives it because of literally the color of your skin.
Charlie, you are quoted by saying that, guys, Charlie.
Everyone knows the quote because it's true. When you hire
What's
somebody,
true?
It's true because they're there not because of their merit, but because of a racial quota. Why is it that only 8% of pilots right now for United Airlines are black or female?
It's actually 3%.
Oh, that proves my point even more.
And no, it doesn't. It's guys, DEI is the reason why they're not in these positions, but it's because they're. Listen,
man, you are making no sense at all.
That's cool.
No, explain
diversity,
to me what
equity and inclusion is the. Sorry, okay. Diversity,
explain
equity,
to me
and
what a
inclusion-
racial
I'm trying
quota
to.
is.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion is the reason as to why accesses are now open to certain races.
Hold on, can a black person not become a pilot before DEI?
What are you saying? What was it? Equal opportunity or was it equal access?
But
was it equal opportunity? Was it equal access?
It's
Charlie?
equal both.
It's both.
Yes,
it's equal opportunity. And I could not go to college in 1964 with a free ride, free paid tuition, but you could, Charlie.
Hold
What
on.
are y'all
First of all,
saying? Are y'all just forgetting that the last 50 years of
hold on.
historical context happened?
This is
that's
a
crazy.
How did that?
That's crazy.
How does that impact you? And wait, do you have a free ride right now?
Do I have a free ride right now?
Yeah.
I go to school.
Who pays your tuition?
Who pays my tuition?
Yeah.
I don't want to share that on.
You just said you had a free ride.
I don't want to.
Wait, hold on.
I said in 1964.
No. So it's 2025. Let's stay focused
So
on
in
today.
2025, even with equal opportunity and open access,
it's not.
That's what diversity, equity, and inclusion is. It opened up access for people like me to get these opportunities.
But so someone has to pay for
that. So here's the thing. I do not think you should get a job if you don't qualify for the job. But DEI was supposed to do what this kid is saying that it should do, but it didn't. So hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on. So, well, I don't even gotta show y'all. So basically, DEI, I was wrong. The number one people who benefited from this. So it says people of color, women, LGBT, individuals, people with disabilities, and others. So it's not just black people. It's not just any other race. It's a whole bunch of people. That's a wide range. So no, I wasn't wrong. Okay, women, especially white women. So there you go. That's all I needed. It is what it is. Again, racism is not a person. Racism is not what you say. Racism is a system. And it's hard to take away racism if the system hasn't changed. And a lot of people believe that them voting for Democratic Party and stuff like that they're gonna do away with racism, but that's not true. Actually, they have been hurting us for years, crippling and hurting us for years. You know, the whole point is destroy. Free clinics. Everything that they gave us, free clinics, free women clinics, so you could abort your baby. Us. That was the whole goal of a free clinic. Was it to help? It was to destroy. So racism is not a person. It's not what the person says. It's not even what the person does. Racism is a system. And until you break that system, it's always going to be there. Now, the kid is not wrong. He's not wrong. Before well, actually, he is wrong, because even with it didn't benefit. It did no benefit for black people. So actually, he is wrong. I'm tripping. Oh my God, man. I'm tripping. You know what I mean? I'm tripping. It didn't do nothing. Because again, white women and LGBT are the people who really benefited from this stuff. So they really put half this stuff in place for white women. The civil rights movement is mainly for white women. Women's rights were mainly for white women. Black Lives Matter was ran by a white woman. Historically, black colleges were created by white people. I'm just telling you guys this, man. I'm just telling you this, man. So again, man. It just happens, man. So let's finish watching it, man. This is actually good. I don't mind. I don't mind. It's sad that they got the man, and you know what I mean.
Your college, who's paying for it?
You said someone has to pay for my college?
Yeah.
So
Taxpayers
y'all
are paying for
my
your
college. Deposit the money into the bank right now.
Well, they
show me your bank account. It's taxes.
Wait,
Charlie Kirk.
This is a publicly funded
Charlie
institution.
Kirk. But the publicly funded institution, we are one of the it's top three. ISU, University of Illinois Champaign, and the University of Illinois Chicago. 3 schools, universities that are getting funded more than other universities in Chicago. So yes, we do get funded more. Yes, I'm well more access to get a free ride. But what if I went to Chicago State University?
Right.
Would I get a free ride then?
I wouldn't recommend anyone goes to Chicago State.
Why
I
not?
mean,
Why not?
It's a terrible school.
Well, Charlie, are they funded?
I don't know the specifics.
You don't know the specifics.
It's not exactly a reputation of a great school.
I can tell you, Illinois State.
It is not a funding
Illinois
issue.
State gets
Okay.
92% of funding in the state of Illinois for universities, for public universities. Chicago State gets basically none, virtually none. So
okay, great.
what you're saying is, it was opened up accesses. What I'm presenting to you is that the access that I was allowed.
Okay, so what do you mean by access? What
do I mean by access?
How do black people not have access to a better life in America? What's preventing them?
What's preventing black people from having a better life in America?
Yes. What's preventing them?
Police. The government.
Hold on. No.
universities.
Police.
The
How
United
many
States
unarmed black
Donald
men
Trump.
died? How many
Donald
unarmed?
Trump.
How many unarmed?
All right, so here's the thing. The kid said Donald Trump. Oh my God. All right, so that's not his fault, guys. That's not his fault. That's the media's fault, right? He said the police. That's not his fault either. That's the media's fault. I'm gonna just blame everybody else for that one. You know what I mean? Let's go, Brandon. Oh man. He said these crackers crazy. We know we group. Yeah, they had white only colleges. They had a lot of white only colleges. So I was just talking about that. All the colleges were white at first, except for the black ones. And I ain't talking about all of them. I'm talking about the schools that black people had in their own communities. But again, everybody wanted to integrate together and trick us out of position. So that's what happened. And the question that he asked, what is holding black people back from, and really is nothing to do with anything, just them. And that's true. Like a community, when he said what's holding the black community back, and the thing is, individual black people can be whatever they want to be. But as a community, they have to get together and realize what is a trick. So if I believe in, again, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I just vote for the people, because I don't even think my vote matters, to be honest, but I just vote anyway. So because I feel like they already picked the people who win. If we really look at it, it's only one race of people that really are in charge and really control everything. But the problem comes in for a community is half is tricked. If half is tricked, the other half can't do this. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put it in a way. So here's the problem. and it will never stop. And it is a lot of tricks going on. So if let's say it goes back to how it was, black people just all decide, let's stay over here. Okay, we'll accept some people, and if you want to come over here, come over here. Let's imagine everything goes back to the way it used to be. The United States will be in trouble because this is billions of dollars a year that's taken away from them. So it's their job to keep it the way it is, because if not, everything will fall to shits. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, man. So again, it's destroy a community. Today's time you don't see it, but if this, like I just been saying, today's time you don't see it because it doesn't need to be said. It doesn't need to be. It's already a system in place for it. It's already a system in place for it. Okay, so until we beat that system, the community is not going to be up. You know what I mean? But in certain places, they're doing well, but just not as well as their counterpart or the other people. Okay, he said, shouts out to Peter. Peter said it's also broken down in different. Yeah. Okay, so it throughout the country, it is broken down. So in places, there are communities where there's communities that black people, I wouldn't even say community. There's just a large number of black folks doing great. Right? There's a large number of black folks doing great. So basically, I forgot what I was about to say. Damn. Oh, it's different throughout the country. There's a large number of black people doing great, but there's no real black community, right? So yeah, you have the people in the basically the poor people have their community. Like poor black people live in the projects. Poor white people live in their projects or in their neighborhoods, rather. But they don't own it. They don't own nothing. Is black people with businesses that thrives. One of my state is one of the states where black people have a lot of businesses. Atlanta is a way more people. New York people is a lot of black people too that have businesses, but it's still racism when you see those communities being taken over and the rent. But okay, so gentrification is real. Gentrification can be stopped, though. It can be stopped. It can be stopped. But again, the system is a whole bunch of going to it. So gentrification is where y'all understand that. So is where a poor area, the people who own this stuff, they sell this stuff, but somehow they end up selling it to another type of person like them. Then this person takes up the rent sky high. They sky high the rent, so the people in that community cannot afford it anymore, right? Why can't the people afford it anymore? Because they don't have any money. Well, if they go to the bank and you're black, not all the time, but majority of the time, because it's a system, it's still a system until we get rid of the system. You might not qualify for what this guy qualifies for because of the color of your skin. And a lot of people don't believe that to this day, but it happens. It happens. It happens. I'm lucky enough to have a name where they might think I'm an old white man. So my shit might go through. So that is a form of the system being racist, right? Because now these people have to get the fuck out. We done took it up. Look at Brooklyn. Look at Brooklyn, Peter. Look at Brooklyn. What is Brooklyn right now? Man? Fucking high price shit, right? He said they have white people can go to those black colleges, Peter. It's not a black only college. It's not a black only college, Peter. You could go to that college. So what I'm saying is you can go to that college, Peter. Is this a historically black college? Meaning that was the college open just for black people because they couldn't go to the white people college. And Peter, just so you know, those black colleges were opened by white people. So if it's a system of racism, what do you think was taught to the black people? Do you think the black people, yeah, they got black teachers, but the curriculum was probably approved by the white folks, right? By the Rockefellers, by the, let me stop saying people names. I don't want to say people names, but you got to understand this. It's a system. It's a plan. This is all, until we get rid of the system, Peter, is never going to stop. You might not be racist. The next person might not be racist. Nobody needs to be racist. It's a system that is providing the racism. Shit is not real ownership because of HOA fees. I don't know how high those HOA fees are, but yeah, I understand. I never went when I owned the house. I didn't never want to play for the HOA fees. Reason being, they didn't do anything for those fees. It wasn't much. It was just a few dollars. But the point was, my house was built after that community. So technically, was I really part of the community? I don't know. But at the end of the day, they didn't do anything. Now, Long Island. So again, man. So again, it's and Peter, it's not just black people. It's a poor thing. And if you're not rich, you're poor. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I'm sorry to call people poor, but I don't care how much money you got. If you're not rich, you're poor. So if you're not in the rooms, if you don't have enough money to donate to the politicians, if you don't have enough money to do these things, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. So again, if you're not rich, you're poor. And if you don't have enough money to donate and control the parties, then you're just stuck. You're just stuck. So that's that, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, individual people can do whatever they want and be whoever they want. But as a group of people, they can't. Okay? A group of people, a group of white men is an organization. A group of black men is a gang. No matter if they have legitimate business license, legitimate business things. The KKK is an organization, guys. It's not a gang. The Black Panther Party was a gang that had to get infiltrated by the CIA. They tell you everything you can and can't do. They do. The HOA fees tell you what you can and can't do. You can't, if you paint your door red and everybody don't like your door red, they want you to paint it back. Type shit. If you don't cut your grass, they might be able to find you a fee. All that shit. HOA is some bullshit. I don't know who can. Now here's the thing. If you got, let's say, because it's communities out here. Well, in my state, I don't know about everybody else's state because you live in New York, so I don't know. It's communities out here that have a clubhouse, a pool, And I think HOAs is worth it. It's worth it for that. You have a clubhouse, you got pools, you have somebody to come cut the grass. Not everybody's grass, but they come cut the main grass. Like when I was paying it, them people was not cutting the grass. So they had to get together. Everybody had to get together and say, hey, we need you to pay to cut the grass. Like, and it took a while for them to start paying somebody to come cut the grass out there. I'm talking about the entrance. The entrance way, the grass was getting tall as a motherfucker. So nobody want to cut. It was a man that lived there. He went and cut the grass on his own because he had a lawn care business and he went and cut the grass for free because he lives there. He got tired of this growing to this high, but the HOA people didn't want to come cut it. It's crazy. In America, you'll never own anything anyway because you have to pay taxes on it. And if you don't pay those taxes, they'll come take your shit. Right. In other countries, you definitely own. So you pay one time, now that's yours. But see, Peter, but those are the things. If you're rich, you can change that. You can change that. But that's also some of the things that if you're rich and you want to change, you could end up like I got on the screen right now because people who change things tend to get killed. That's all to it. Yeah.
Black men die from the hands of police every year. Nationally.
Black, are you serious?
How many?
Charlie Kirk, we're talking about something.
How many?
I think if I'm not mistaken, more white people get killed by the police than black people. Again, it's the media that puts you up in the uproar. Not gonna lie about that.
Said police. How many unarmed black men die at the hands of police every year?
Did I say that is the reason
You
why
just
we're
said
prohibited?
police.
Policing is an issue.
You're right. We don't have enough police on the streets of black neighborhoods.
The police department is well more funded than our normal.
What is the number one cause of black death in Chicago?
It's the shooting video.
Are you serious?
Other blacks killing blacks.
Are y'all saying other blacks?
Yes.
Other blacks.
Other blacks do kill blacks. Other whites kill other whites. I just talked about that earlier. A lot of people put, and I want to say this: it's a lot more white people. And when I say white people are general, but you guys are different too. I don't know how y'all categorize each other, but y'all different. Like I don't. But for some reason, a lot of people consider them white. Italian people consider themselves white. Fucking you got some Indian folks consider themselves white. I don't know how they do that. I'm not here to judge what you think you are, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll show you the video, dude. What's your name? Yeah, I'm about to show you the video. I see the upside, but not real ownership. So for me, I'm gonna get in a few. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get another house. I don't really like this apartment shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I miss my backyard. You know what I mean? I had 3 fucking floors. I don't have no space right now. I'm in a fucking storage unit doing shit because you know what I mean. Like the apartment is kind of small, even though is a big apartment to most people, but to me the shit's small. So I come like, so I'll be getting me another house, even though I don't feel like I own it, but shit, it's mine. You know what I mean? But dude, I'm gonna play the video for you. Hold on 2 seconds. My bad. I'm steady talking. Actually, let's go back to search. All right. It's a better video. Hold on. Let me find the better video. So dude can see. Do you want to see the video? That's the video, guy. Got shot right in the neck, man. Perfect shot too. Perfect shot. That's crazy, yo. It's a sad day, man. It's a sad day. No matter what his views is, I don't think people deserve to get shot. Definition of a serial killer is an average white dude. No, that's a fact. That's a fact, though. Southern Italians considered black by Northerners. Yeah, no, that's a fact. Yeah, yeah, that they do. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. Dominicans don't even think they're black. I don't know. I don't know, man. The Indian folks don't think they black. I have no fucking clue, man. I have no fucking clue what's going on. Yes, is the Italians are originally look black. That's why they're so fucking dark and 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 wasn't accepted at first. It's amazing, yeah. It's amazing. Even the first Asians is a okay. So system. Okay, so speaking of system, um, racism is a system. Okay. Speaking of, and it's not just in the United States, it's around the world. Notice how you never see black people on TV. If you let's say if you watch a foreign channel, you're only going to see white people. Or you're only going to see Asian people. Or you're going to only see the lighter skinned Hispanic people. Every country has black people that originated in their country. If that's not racism, and it's not, again, racism is not a person or what people say and what people do. It's a system that was already created. Yeah, in Mexico is white is damn near all white people. Now I'm not too sure what if because I think she's Puerto Rican. Is she Puerto Rican? I don't know if she's Mexican or Puerto Rican. I can't remember, but I know they two different people. But what I'm saying is she's on TV. Mara La Negra, right? She's on TV. And I think she's like, if I ain't mistaken, she'd have made history. She's the only person on the TV that's dark. Let me see what channel she worked for. What's the lady name? I said Mara La Negra. Let me see. Okay. Let's see what TV station she's on.
Y la otra, tu envidia me fortalece.
Oh yeah, she worked for Univision. Okay, so yeah, she's on there. She's on there. It's a talk show. Is black a race? Technically, black people. Black was a term given to or made up. So I guess you're right. Black was a made up term. Black was a made up term. You're right. So yeah. Uh, aren't we all just the same? Technically, we are all just the same race. Technically, we are all the same race. Technically. We can't. I don't even feel like getting into all that. This is a long fucking story. I was gonna tell you, but it's just too much. Might have to say that for another live stream. We'll say that for another live stream, guys. Because that, if I get into like where everybody comes from, that's just gonna be like, wow, whoa, and then I'm gonna sound crazy. People ain't gonna believe me. That's just gonna be too much, man. That's gonna be too much. Nah, for real, right there, that'd be too much, guys. That shit ain't gonna be like, god damn, man. Yeah. It's in a book, though. It's in a book, man. It's in a book, man. Some believe the book and some don't. Oh man. Yeah, I probably already said too much, yeah. I probably already just talked myself back into shadow ban. I'm not gonna lie. I probably talked myself back in bed to the shadow ban, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, man. Shit crazy. What else y'all got going on, man? Fuck all that shit, man. Racism and all that, man. You know, we ain't really caring about none of that shit, man. That ain't my thing, man. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk, man. Kirk, whatever his name is, R.I.P. to that guy, man. No matter their political beliefs or what they believe or how they feel, I don't think nobody deserves to get shot. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Kodak says, shit. Kodak asking Boosie, like, where he at, man? He ain't talking that shit. But y'all see that new Kodak pendant, though. It's crazy. But fuck, we'll talk about it tomorrow. That's all my time today, man. I'm about to end this one. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's been a fun ride. Pause. That was crazy. But yeah, tomorrow. I'm not gonna name this. This ain't episode 4. This was just a regular live today. Episode 4 will be tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'll probably be around 8 to 9, maybe 10. I say let's do 10, maybe 9 to 10. I'm not too sure. So I'll probably be somewhere into there. So yeah. Nobody deserves that as facts. No, that's a fact. You can believe whatever you want to believe. Like I'm cool with the debate. You know what I mean? Whether I agree with you or I don't, I'm cool with the debate. I don't care. I don't care if the man said he think all black people should go back to Africa. He didn't deserve it. You know what I mean? This was episode 3.3. 3.3. Yeah. On the third day before the week over. Perfect. Let's see some more tonight. They want more tonight. Nobody ever finished it. But you know what? When I talk about jury, maybe I'll use that as an intro, man. When I talk about jury, maybe I'll use that as an intro. Nobody wanted to do it. Chris, Jay, shouts out to them. Yeah, shouts out to Urban. I'm gonna send Urban my. I sent him a song. He never sent it back. So I guess if he don't send it back in the next few, probably next week, I'm gonna give him next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna just put somebody else on it. Might have a little money. Maybe I'll get somebody famous on that motherfucker. I might change it up a little bit and send it to somebody famous if he don't hear it. Because I fuck with the song. Man. I fuck with the song. So yeah. Yeah, I'm out, man. I'm out. Yeah, they slacking. They slacking on they pimping, man. God damn it, man. But yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna play a little bit of I'm gonna play the game for a little bit, and then I'm out of here, man. I got a shit to do tomorrow morning, so gots to go. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all already know my slogan. Hey, man, say, man, watch it, chick, man. They might jump ship. She probably already in my whip. You dig? I'm out, man. Next time I'll go Captain Planet on y'all. Y'all know the outros change. But if I ain't got no ring, I can't go Captain Planet until it's a hey, man, say, man, watch your chick. You know what I mean? It's that type of shit. You know what I mean? All right, I'm out, man.